Well, you may not be able to tell it on this little video, but right now, but it's a beautiful October day here in southern Appalachian. It's a beautiful day. The last few days it's really been nice, cool, and been seeing some pretty nice bucks show up here at the farm. So that got me thinking I might need to take a little short break of a sort from fishing and devote a little bit of time to hunting. Need to put some more sausage in the refrigerator or the freezer. Anyway, normally by this time I've already fired and zeroed and checked the zero on any gun that I even think about might be wanting to use throughout the deer season. Well, this year I hadn't done that hardly anything. And first thing coming up is muzzleloader. And the last time my muzzleloader was shot was last November, and if you look on the video, a traditional muzzleloader buck, that was the last time this gun was shot. That was 10 months ago. So 10 months ago was the last time this gun was fired. That's my Tennessee Poor Boy. It's 50 caliber. Long Tom muzzleloader that I shoot patch round ball. And this one's convertible. You can use cap lock or flintlock, and I really like the flintlock, but getting old and trifling, I reckon, so I let myself run out of good flints, and I just hadn't taken the time to order me anymore, so I cap locked last year, and I'm cap locking this year. I'm going to have to get on the ball and get me some flints. But anyway, it's been loaded for 10 months. So I'm going to take it out and see if it'll shoot. It should. I mean, it really should. It's a very reliable gun, so it should shoot, and it should hit where it's supposed to be, where it's zeroed. So anyway, we're going to take it out and find out. And a few days ago, a couple of friends come out here to the farm to check their deer rifle. Well, they're late too. This should have been done before we even think about the season opening, but anyway, they come out a few days ago. So I thought, well, I'll get out my primary long-range rifle that I use here at the farm out here in the Quigley, my shooting house. It's set up, and which I call Quigley, but it's set up to pretty much centrally located on the farm here, and I can pretty much cover most of the farm. And so a lot of the deer, or most of the bucks shot here on the farm, are well in excess of 250 yards. So it's a long-range proposition. Well, anyway, thought, well, I ought to check that old gun. It's Ruger number 1, 7mm Remington Magnum. It's a Ruger number 1, 7mm Remington Mag. It's an absolutely beautiful rifle. And I've had this thing for many years. Many years. And it has taken a lot of game. A lot of game. It's got a 26-inch barrel. Single shot, of course. It's just a wonderful long-range rifle. And being a single shot, the way it's made, it just don't change zero. I mean, you get a zero and they pretty much stay. So anyway, I took it out when those two boys was out here, and I thought, well, I'll just fire a couple of shots through it just to make sure that it's hitting where it's supposed to. Well, I shot it, and it wasn't hitting exactly where it's supposed to. It's for some reason or other, it shooting at 1 inch too high at 100 yards. I want it 3 inches high at 100 yards, and it was shooting 4 inches high at 100 yards. Well, that's too much. So I thought, well, heck. So I went back and I gave it a good thorough cleaning. And so on this video it comes up, I take it out and shoot it to check to see where it is, and if it's not right, what am I going to do about it? But anyway, the two rifles is a Dixie Arms Tennessee Poor Boy 50 caliber and a Ruger #1 7mm Remington Magnum. Talk soon. I'm going to, I think I am anyway. I'm going to shoot my Tennessee Poor Boy muzzleloader. I've had it loaded since last muzzleloader season, which means I've had it loaded for 10 months. And muzzleloader season opens in a month here. So my question is, reckon it'll shoot? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Yep, that'll work. Get the bench kind of set up here. Go in here and get it off the wall where it's been a hanging for the past 10 months. Okay. Will it shoot? After being loaded for 10 months. And if it shoots, where will it hit? Well, the $64,000 question is, will it hit? I mean, will it shoot, first of all? And if it shoots, will it hit? We're going to find out here very shortly. I guess you could say get the event documented. Might wish I hadn't done that. You know, I fully intended to have my Tennessee Poor Boy rifle here set up as a flintlock. this year because that's how I really like that's how I prefer it. But I guess I've gotten old and lazy or something. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I don't. I never did find me a new flints, so I'll be using cap lock again. And on the cap lock, I like musket caps. So putting a musket cap on this thing here. Got me some caps. There's enough. There's enough dust on this thing. There's enough dust on this thing to you wouldn't believe how much dust is on my rifle. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to give it a whirl here. Will it shoot, and where, if it does, where will it hit? Well, she shot. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Where did it hit? We can find out here. Pretty much perfect. At 60 yards, I wanted it 2 inches high, and that's where it's at. Now this rifle here is a Ruger #1 medium sporter in 7mm Remington mag. It is one of my favorite guns, period. It is one of the very first 7mm mags I reckon that Ruger made. Had it for a long time. It's taken a lot of critters, One good thing I have on, if you notice, the mounts are setback or offset mounts. They extend the rings to the rear a little bit, which makes it much more comfortable to shoot with heavy clothes. It puts the scope back a little closer. Anyway, this is my favorite rifle for long range shooting, particularly here at the farm. At picking off bucks at long range. So this gun and the Quigley go hand in hand. Oh, okay. Take the sling off. And let's get it settled in here on the bags. A lot higher in the front. too high. That would be about right, probably. Okay. Okay. This gun just don't change zero. It hasn't in forever. So I shot it the other day, and I don't know if it was me or what, but it wasn't hitting exactly where I wanted it, so I cleaned it. So now we're going to shoot it and hope it goes where it's supposed to go. Not really. Shooting a little high. Don't know why that would be. They're in the same hole. They're in the same hole, but they're too high. In the same hole. It's about an inch high. And I don't know why that would be. But I'm going to be silly and take it down forward. We'll let it cool. Here's smoke's on again. And scopes rarely ever do what you tell them to. It would be nice if this was one of those times that it did. Anyway, barrel's cool. Barrel's cool. That didn't do exactly what I wanted. Set this up. Up there. Up to 2. That should do it. Hopefully this will be the last time that I have to change anything here. You boys go where you're supposed to go. Perfect. It still should be close. After this, I'd say that's a pretty good 0. So I'm going to leave it right there. Go get my target and put the stuff up. Well, I just shot 2 times here without having that recorder on, but they're pretty much perfect. They're right about where I want them. They're 3 inches high at 100 yards. It ought to be good to go. So let's put stuff up. You know, I often don't turn this camera on. Turn it on, but don't hit the record button. Exactly why that's so, I don't know, but I do it a lot.